Hello and welcome to HBM's Cryptid-Corner for Wednesday, October 26, 2022. We have a couple of things to talk about, so let's get started. First of all, Bigfoot may still exist, says veteran science writer. Complex nests have been found, but who built them? Is Bigfoot real and could it be in existence right now? That's something science writer Laura Krantz believes might very well be true. Krantz's new book, The Search for Sasquatch, encourages children to seriously consider the evidence surrounding the mystery primate and keep an open mind over whether Bigfoot could be alive right now. Krantz has been visiting schools to talk about the hairy beast and found that many children already knew about it. She says, "It's a far cry from my childhood, but I don't think I spent any time thinking about Bigfoot at all. Now Bigfoot is such a part of popular culture, there is so much material out there. Here is why Krantz believes Bigfoot is no myth. Number 1. Famous ancestors. Krantz discovered she is related to Grover Krantz, a professor of anthropology at Washington State University, one of the most famous Sasquatch researchers of the 20th century. Grover was convinced Sasquatch was real after discovering footprints he believed could only belong to the giant primate. One of them was obviously crippled, Grover told an interviewer. The design of foot that's implied by the crippling was exactly what you would expect from a creature about 8 feet tall and enormously heavy. If somebody faked that and put all these little hints of the anatomy design in that, he had to be a real genius, expert in anatomy, and very inventive. Number 2. Hunting Bigfoot. Grover wrote 5 books about Bigfoot and spent years searching through the forests of the Pacific Northwest hoping to find one and kill it. Grover was convinced that without physical evidence no one would believe he saw a Sasquatch. His direct quote was, "We need a body or a big piece of a body," Krantz said. His feeling was that the first person to see a Bigfoot should shoot one, so we have a specimen for science. Number 3. Nests found. When Krantz began her own research into Bigfoot, her last name helped give her access to fascinating information. It was really funny how many doors having that same last name opened, she said. Krantz was given access to private land near Seattle, Washington, where a landowner had discovered 10 feet long nests built from sticks and branches with no explanation for what made them. The nests could comfortably hold a creature 6 to 8 feet tall. He called in Bigfoot researchers and gave them 5 years to investigate the area. DNA testing. Jeff Meldrum, an anthropology professor at Idaho State University, was also called in to examine the strange nests. Meldrum made it clear the nests were nothing like what a bear would build, saying that they were very complex constructions. They had a lattice base of sticks. There were branches that had been pinched off up to a height of about 7 feet. These had been plated and woven in. DNA testing on the nests found no evidence of a large primate. Number 5. Keep an open mind. While Krantz has no definitive proof that Bigfoot lives among us, she wants children to keep an open mind. "I still can't say for sure it's not there," Krantz writes in her book. She encourages her readers to learn to think more critically and to be more scientifically literate. "I also don't want to take the magic out of the world, or the idea that the world is still wild enough and unexplored enough that they can go out and solve mysteries and learn new things." So a really good article on Laura Krantz in her new book. And I even encourage adults to get this new book of hers. I think adults will enjoy it just as much as kids. Or if you're just a big kid at heart, you'll enjoy it. And finally, we have 6th Nessie sighting of 2022 recorded. A mother and daughter visiting Loch Ness spotted a strange anomaly out in the water that has been credited as this year's 6th official sighting of the site's legendary monster. The case reportedly occurred last Tuesday afternoon as the unnamed duo from the eastern part of Scotland were walking along the bank of the country's iconic site. Their trip turned truly unforgettable when the pair noticed a long break in the water, which was otherwise still and calm approximately 600 feet from shore. Puzzled by the curious disturbance, the pair were all the more mystified by a black lump that emerged from the spot on the lock and then submerged after around 30 seconds. The duo indicate that the peculiar aquatic anomaly subsequently reappeared a few seconds later before finally sinking into the water for good. What exactly the weird wonder might have been is uncertain, though the witnesses observed that the lump appeared to be boxy in shape and about the size of a football. It did not appear to swim about, rather it just bobbed and then disappeared. Fortunately, they managed to snap a photo of the oddity and included it in the report to the official Loch Ness Monster Sightings Register, which has deemed the case worthy of a spot on this year's list of potential Nessie encounters. So, is Nessie out there? Does Nessie still exist? Did it die off as Robert Rhines thought it did in 2009? Not according to these sightings, not according to recent sightings. But then again, maybe these people are seeing something else. Who knows? It could be misidentification. That's entirely possible. But I don't know. And that's going to do it for this week. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. You guys are the heart of the show. I always say that, but I always mean it. I'll continue to do this as long as you guys want me to. And hey, happy Halloween on Monday. And until next week, y'all be good or be good at this HBM's Crypto Corner.